I'm a very proud Australian. I never for 1 second thought I lived in a country where I was not allowed to question, think, and make decisions for myself. But here we are in the state of Victoria, caught in the hold this pandemic has over our lives, where we have been told everything is unprecedented now, so we must consent to this new normal, and therefore our rights only go far as they serve the interests of the collective. Like many law-abiding Victorians, I initially consented to this new social contract, with the expectation we would receive good governance and protection of our health in return. Somewhere along the way though, as our state government's ill-thought-out policies unravelled, they forgot they would still be accountable to us. So when we spoke up against them, they came for us, the people. They came for us in the sanctuary of our homes, for the mere act of thinking and dissenting. Our own police were turned against our grandmothers and children for voicing their grievances against the oppression and failures of our elected leaders. All the while we were of course told it's for our own protection. It doesn't end there though. They have been emboldened to strip away even more civil liberties from us with these new amendments. Bureaucrats in Spring Street now want to represent every arm of the law. They want to be the police, the jury, and the judge. Worse, they will be able to confirm these powers to the same security guards and public sector whose failures led to the death of hundreds of Victorians and the further destruction of our economy and spirit. From guarding nightclubs and hotels to now being given the authority to come into our homes and take us away for an indefinite period of time. Sounds extreme, yet that's exactly what is in the amendment. No different to communist China, these appointed officers will be able to forcibly remove people, separate families, and have been given the extraordinary power to detain people even for the mere thought of dissenting against government directives. To express my dissent and to hold to account those that we have elected and empowered to rule over us was something to be cherished in this country. It was a given, earned by generations that came before and a testament to the aspirational ideas of the Western tradition. Something till now that I had taken for granted in Australia. We give up our individual civil liberty for the collective good, and in return we are to be given a voice, a platform, and the mechanisms to ensure our civil liberties, rights, and freedoms remain protected and are not infringed upon for political interests of governments. All of this is at stake now, and many are willing to give it up without a fight. Many of the entitled and privileged who perhaps have never seen this form of tyranny in action have been blindsided by the fear-mongering of the government. It all starts with a small step. It all starts with governments telling the population it's for their own good. By the time you realize what has happened, by the time all of our rights have been ceded to the authorities, it's too late. I do not consent to this overreach and abuse of power against the people of Victoria. No freedom-loving Victorian and Australian should ever consent to this.